Hey, welcome to the Business Beauty Network podcast where business meets beauty. I'm your host, Brandi Taylor. Welcome. I'm super excited to have you here. We have an awesome episode in store for you. I've been in this industry for over 16 years, and it is my goal to bring thought provoking conversations from business and beauty professionals to help us grow our business and expand our minds. And as I would say, it's not just lipstick, it's business. So we mixed in a little fun and we drop episodes on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. You can also subscribe to the podcast on Apple, Google, Spotify, anywhere that you listen to your podcast as well. So make sure you check us out there and listen to it and subscribe there. Also, click the bell in YouTube so that you don't miss an upload. You also want to make sure that you check out our podcast on our website at businessbeautynetwork.com. You can email us at hello@businessbeautynetwork.com. We are super excited to have you a part of this community. And here is today's episode. Hey, welcome to the podcast. It is your host, Brandi Taylor. I am super excited to bring a real talk episode to you today. And we are going to have real talk for real. Because I think sometimes with real talk, I just kind of give a tip or educate, but I really want to have real talk. So that's what this is. So welcome to the Business Beauty Network podcast. If you are not already subscribed, make sure that you hit that subscribe button wherever you're listening. If you are on YouTube, click subscribe. Become a member, a follower, however you're connected on Apple, Spotify, wherever you're listening. Make sure that you subscribe to the Business Beauty Network podcast. But I'm super excited to share today's episode. I know it's been a while, but I'm back like I never left. Back like I never left. I want to talk about 2022, guys. 2022 has been an interesting year for me. It has really been an interesting year. And I want to kind of share like my entrepreneurial journey in a new direction that I want to take the podcast on, because I'm not really changing directions, but I think I'm a little bit clearer on the direction I would like it to go. So we're still focusing on the business side of beauty, but just with a little bit more clarity. So that's what we're going to talk about today. And I'm going to catch you guys up on what's been going on with me and why you probably haven't heard from me regularly on the podcast lately and all those things. So if you are, open for an episode like that, I hope that this will inspire somebody. I just really want to be real. But if you're up for an episode like that, get your coffee, get your water, and come hang out with your girl. So first of all, when I started this year, I had said with my business, I wanted to really focus on marketing and everything. And I'm a coach, and my goal for the podcast is to really, of course, expand my coaching business as well as just really make an impact on the beauty community. So we've been interviewing people from all walks of life, all different backgrounds to help the beauty industry. I've had people on talk about marketing, social media. I've had people on talking about their business and brands, how they started their beauty brands. And we've had some great guests over the last couple of years. And I really just wanted to share some education for beauty professionals to help them grow their businesses, as well as put a spotlight on some of the people in the industry that are doing some amazing things. And I think we've done just that. So that was my original goal, is really to empower the beauty community and all of those things. And I feel like the podcast is doing that, but I really want to really bunker down on topics that I am passionate about talking about and things of that nature. So as I have been going through this year, I've had a lot of interesting situations that led up to the change, and I'll share that with you as well. But my life has made a lot of twists and turns. For example, I'm a mother and a wife, and my daughter has become an adult. When I started the podcast, she was in maybe her junior year in high school. But since the podcast has started, we're going on 3 years now. So she's graduated. She's now 20 years old. And and so I've stepped into a new role in her life. And I don't think I was prepared for it, honestly. So I started this year. I was gung ho about my business. I had all these things I wanted to do with marketing and all this stuff. And I started focusing on marketing more because that's what always been passionate about. And then my daughter moved out earlier in the year abruptly. And we had some family issues, if I'm honest. So we had some family issues. I went through some things and it has taken a toll on me, having, being someone's mother and being responsible for everything to this person just moved out. And the whole dynamic of our relationship changed because there were a lot of things that happened within my daughter's life and our relationship that I didn't agree with. There were a lot of things that hurt me and her dad. And it's been a lot of healing and all of those things taking place. So honestly, it really took me out, y'all. Like I was really depressed. Can we say, I mean, can we be honest? I was depressed. I don't want to really like sugarcoat it and be like, well, no, I was really depressed because one of the people that I love the most in this world made some major decisions that have impacted my life, my family life, everything, her own life, and all those things. It's not necessarily a bad thing because we should grow and change, and those things happen. But I actually started to understand what my mother went through when I moved out because I want to tap into that because when I moved out, I thought my mom was crazy. Okay. I thought she was crazy because she seemed to, really take it bad when I moved out. I actually didn't move that far from her. She knew all the details. When I got the apartment, I shared everything with her, which that didn't happen for me. I'll just say that. But I shared everything with her. I was very transparent about where I was moving, when, and all of these things. And even she was the first person I showed the place to when I got the keys, right? So the way she handled it, I didn't understand. She seemed to be very sad. She was going through something. And I'm like, what is it? She don't want me to grow up or what? And I didn't understand like why she was acting the way that she was acting during that particular time. Like I'm just thinking like, how you are when you're young. I'm thinking like my mom's crazy. Why is she acting this way? And then years later, when the tables turned and it's my turn to experience this, I was like, oh, now I get it. Now I understand why my mother acted the way she did and how it could have, impacted her and her feelings and all these things. And I did not, growing up, I didn't know any better. So I didn't know what to expect. Like you hear about people when their kids grow up, different life changes happen, or someone go through the change of life, or go get a sports car, or you'll see a mom trying to dress young all of a sudden, like she's got her life back, different things like that. So I've seen different things and heard different things, but I don't think I was really prepared and for it. And I guess I didn't really think about it until it hit me, right? So it just like hit me. And now I'm like really learning a new relationship with my daughter. And I could say it's in a better place now. It's not 100, but it's in a better place now. But that took a toll on me. And I had a lot of other life changes that I won't go into as well. But along with her moving and the life changes that I have had this year, it's been pretty tough. So I wanted to share that because the struggle is real. Like with the pandemic and all of the things that have gone on, it definitely affected my livelihood, my income, and the way I was bringing in my money, and all of those things. And we had to cut back on some things, of course, because our expenses are increasing, right? And then trying to figure out how to increase your income while your expenses are increasing, and to shift things and all of those things has taken a toll on me and my family, along with going through this major change with my daughter as well. So I just think all of those things really impacted me. I have had to take up side hustles. I've worked for other brands. I've got a job, all types of things, guys, and that was hard too, because it's like you're this big entrepreneur, you're on social media and you're supposed to present yourself as one way, but you feel less than because maybe, you have to work for someone else for a little while to try to build things up. Well, at least that's the way I felt. I'm not going to assume the way other people feel, but that's the way I felt. I felt like a failure. And I think part of the reason why I fell off of some of the things within my business was because I was depressed about what I was going through with my daughter. And I had to get help. I always talk about therapy, but I've been in and out of therapy, but I'm consistently in therapy, and I have a new therapist that I love now. And that took a while too. That was a process to find a good therapist for me. And but now I'm doing that, and I'm doing better in therapy, and I'm working on my relationship with my daughter. But those things took a toll on me. And when you're an entrepreneur, I'm the everything, right? So I handle all the stuff. I have VAs that may do my social media, or they may handle certain little tasks for me, but I am the everything, right, of the company, like the CEO, the chief everything officer, as my one of my favorite coaches would say. So I'm the chief everything officer, and in my business, I'm the chief everything officer. Like in my household, if I'm honest, I cook dinner, see over the household, different things like that as a wife. And now I'm transitioning from a mother of a child to a mother of an adult, and all of these things was just really taking a toll on me. And I felt like a failure. I honestly did. I felt like a fraud because I'm like, okay, I had to, pick up extra jobs and do these things. And it made me feel like I should quit. Like, if you can't fully be into this, then you should quit, right? And I honestly almost gave up. I honestly did quit for a little while. If I'm being, real, I did quit for a little while. And I had to do a lot of self work, and I'm still doing it. I'm still doing the self work and trying to work on myself. And I still have clients that I help. And it's so interesting that it's easier for me to focus on helping other people than to focus on myself a lot of times. So I can tell you, I can help you with your business. I can see the vision for you. But for so long, for me, it was really hard to see it, like really clearly see what I wanted for myself. And I think part of the reason why I couldn't see what I wanted for myself is because I didn't really believe I could have it. I think a lot of us go through that, like we don't think we'll ever get like that life that we truly, really desire. So we settle for, maybe halfway or a certain small percentage, because truly deep down, you don't really think that you're worthy, that it's possible for you, right? So you start to not even expect it. And when I'm speaking on for myself, but I don't know if you can relate to this, but you start to not even expect more, right? And then when it's time to really think about, what do I want with my life? What do I really want? It's hard to even articulate it. For the longest time, I didn't even know. I was like, I don't know what I want. I don't know what I want to say. I feel like, things are not really going according to plan in my life. And I've dropped the ball in a lot of areas as an entrepreneur because of some of the life changes I've had. And my daughter is just one thing. There were several other things that had changed in our finances and all types of stuff that happened. And because I was going through those things, I just was not able to be as productive. And but having to do other things other than my businesses has really made me feel that way. But I realize now that I'm not what I do. As I've been working on myself, I am not what I do. And no matter what I do for my income, that doesn't decrease my value at all. That doesn't take away from who I am as a coach, an entrepreneur, a podcaster. It doesn't take any of that away. I'm going through a period right now where I'm just like really trying to, rebuild some things, get some things in order and get myself together so that I can operate in a way that is required when you're an entrepreneur. And I see now that I can no longer do the bulk of everything. So that's part of the things I'm working on changing, is me doing everything in this business. And it's something I tell my clients all the time. But even though I had a few VAs here and there, it's not something that I've always invested in consistently in my business. And it's something that I feel like I'm moving forward, I have to. So I can't do everything myself. Because doing everything myself, if I get sick or depressed or stressed or whatever, then that really puts a halt in the business. That hurts the business, and I don't want to hurt my brand or my business. So therefore, I'm learning to get more help, and learning to ask for help in areas that I need it, even at home, has been very helpful for me. Letting my family know exactly how I'm feeling, what I need at this time, and all of those things has really been helpful. And also increasing my self-care as well, like just really allowing myself to have what I really want. And I want to get back to like, I think I got off subject, but back to like really asking for what you want. A lot of times we don't even know what we want. We're so afraid to ask for it. We don't focus on it enough. So therefore, everything that we do not want is what we're attracting, because we're not even focused on what we want. We don't even know. So if somebody asks you, what do you want? It's like, I don't know, but I don't want this, right? I don't want this, this, and this, and this, and this. So you can tell someone 15 things that you don't want, but when it comes to what you do want, that's a hard answer to give sometimes, right? It's a hard answer, but it shouldn't be, because that's exactly how you're going to attract what you want, is by focusing on it. That's exactly how you're going to obtain it. Is it by So if you want a shift in your life and your business, whatever it is, but you don't even allow yourself to believe that you can have it, or to focus on it, or to think about it, or to write it down, and you're just, one day I'm going to get that house on a hill, one day I'm going to get that particular car, one day I'm going to have a business that makes $2 million a year, or whatever it is, right? One day. So you'll say that, but if you can't see it, if you don't believe it, and if you're not focused on it, you're going to stay far away from it. Okay. I'm telling you, you're going to stay far away from it. So I've really been learning a lot of lessons, and I know this is a temporary thing for me. I'm going through some shifts. I'm working some different jobs and doing some different things. I'm building, and we're running my business. I'm still an entrepreneur, and I am focused on just really doing exactly what's going to make me happy, what is true to me, and just being real with myself and to myself, right? So that's where I'm at with that. Now, as far as the podcast, if you don't know, I really love marketing. And for years, marketing and sales has been a savior for me. Honestly, because I have sales skills and marketing skills, I've always been able to find some type of way to get some type of income. Honestly, having those skills, being able to sell, being able to market, understanding those things and promoting and all those things has really helped me be well-rounded and obtain a lot of different opportunities, like, doing events, branding and design for people, marketing and different things like that, sales jobs and different things like that. So because I have that experience, it has allowed me to do a lot of things. And that's what I'm doing. I'm doing sales and marketing, all those things. So with the podcast, I really want to focus on what it takes to build a successful beauty brand, whether that's a service-based beauty brand or whether you have a product or whatever. So therefore, just moving forward, the interviews that I'm going to be bringing on is really going to be people that's really sharing what it took for them to build the business, how they had to market it, how they had to sell, what they had to get in order, how they had to structure it, things like that. I want to have more of those conversations. Of course, we'll definitely be having more brands on sharing their journeys, anything that's going to help to inspire the community. And we're going to talk a lot more about marketing, sales, and all of those things, because I feel like in the beauty industry, those things are kind of lacking. I know they are. They're lacking, and we could definitely improve them, because beauty is something that it's not going anywhere. People want to look good. They want to feel good about themselves. They want to find ways to enhance themselves. It's a great industry, whether you're selling a product or you're providing a service. And it's something that if you market it the right way, you'll never have to worry about a client. And if you understand, how to sell, how to position your brand and all of those things, that is the big major thing that most people struggle with. Is really positioning their brand, really getting their brand out there in front of more people so that they can ultimately, scale their brands, make more income and things like that. So that's usually, what most people need, and that's the focus I really want to go in. Not that that hasn't been the focus, but I plan on really narrowing it down to that. But right now, I do have a lot of great episodes batch. We're working on. My husband helps me to edit the podcast, so he does do that part. So we're working on getting those edited and out there. So you'll be seeing content come out and everything. And then I want feedback too. So email me at hello@businessbeautynetwork.com and let me know, like, if you have any topics or any guest suggestions. That would be great as well. Just let me know what you want to see from the podcast, because that will be helpful for me. Any feedback is great. And also check out some of the episodes and subscribe, share them, connect with me, and let me know what you're thinking, because I really want to know. But that's some of the things I really want to be laser focused on: the sales and marketing and really telling the stories of beauty brands. So that's the direction we're going in. And once we really hit into 2023, I really plan on having it more structured and tailored. Right now, we're still going to be coming out with some awesome interviews with entrepreneurs. I will still be sharing different tips and doing a real talk. And I want to be more transparent and let you guys kind of know me. And instead of me just always interviewing people, just really kind of sitting back and sharing what's going on with me and being open. And I wanted to share this today. Let me know too if you could relate, or if it was helpful for you, or however you felt. But I wanted to share it because I know I'm not the only one who has felt like a failure or gone through this situation as an entrepreneur, maybe had to pick up odd jobs, maybe had to do different things to support their dream. But me working a job right now, I'm funding my dream. I am funding my dream, and I'm actually doing okay. I am a extrovert. I love to be around people. So it's honestly giving me something to do. It's helping me to work on myself more. And it's also allowing me to see, like, okay, if you could grind for another company, you could grind for you, right? So it's really helping me to get balance and to get some things together. So I'm funding my dream because I need to market my business. In order to do that, you gotta have income to do it. And while I make some funds off of the podcast, it's not bankrolling like that. Okay. So I definitely need to make sure that I am doing what I need to do to take care of myself. And I'm utilizing it to really invest in me and in my business so that I can grow it and get it to where I would like to be. And I'm doing a marketing blitz. So I'm actually challenging myself, since I'm better and I'm ready to take things on. I'm challenging myself to do a marketing blitz. And I always talk to my clients about this, but you guys are going to see a live action marketing blitz. What I mean is, I'm going to show up like I haven't been showing up, like I've never shown up. I have some speaking engagements coming up. That's what that PTO time is for, guys. I'm using that. Okay. Because I'm still going to be out there doing my business, doing what I have to do. Whatever I have to do to fund my dream, I'm going to do it. So I'm going to be speaking. I'm super excited about the conference I'll be at in Texas next month. I'll have some information about that soon. I actually plan on seeing if we can get the host of that conference on, and then we'll really talk more in depth about that the conference and what I'm speaking on and all those things. But I'm going full force, 10xing everything, because I have fallen off. I haven't really been promoting like I normally do. And I don't want to be working for someone else forever, right? So I want you guys to kind of like I want to have it on record, right? So we recorded on an episode that I'm on a marketing blitz. Today is the 19th of September, 2022, and I'm doing a marketing blitz for the rest of the year. So I'm going to be showing up live. I'm going to be doing some live interviews on Instagram. We're going to be releasing more podcast episodes. And I have so much content already like batched, and I'm going to be doing more interviews and just, advertising more, showing up in a different way, promoting some of my other business ventures as well. So I'm doing a marketing blitz. Everything that I want to get out there, I am going hard, 10x and everything. And I'm going to share the journey on social. So if you're not following me, follow me on Instagram at I am Brandi Taylor. And I'm going to be sharing my journey there. as what it takes for me to batch the content. Because I'm working, I'm going to have to batch some things, pre-record some things, put systems in place, hire help. And I think it's going to be fun because I want to take you guys along the journey. So I plan on documenting a lot of the things that I'm implementing. This is nothing I haven't implemented before, but I really want to go full force with it and get it systemized so that it's easier for me in my life right now. So I know a lot of people struggle with that. And I've struggled with that, if I'm honest, struggle with just really balancing it out and having systems put together in place that makes it easier for me. Like I tell people that, and I have done it. I have been able to have a system in place and do things and schedule things and get on top of things. And when I was like that and had my stuff scheduled and ducks in a row, I felt so great because it was like I didn't have to worry, but content was still going out, everything was flowing, and I was still generating leads, and everything was everything. But you fall off, and then next thing you know, now you're willy-nilly posting here, willy-nilly going live there, and there's no plan, there's no structure, there's no system, willy-nilly sending an email. But I want it all to be planned out. So I'm really working on that. I plan on trying to get into media more, speaking more, and all of those things. So I'm going to be taking you on the journey. I am committed to showing up more. So hold me. If you don't see me, like inbox me, DM me or something, email me like, Brandi, what's going on? Because if you don't see that, because that is what I'm committed to doing. But I just want to encourage you that, who makes the rules? You can make your own rules, right? You can make your own rules, and you don't have to live by anybody's standard, and you don't have to be defined by what you do. I feel like I'm still figuring things out. I'm still growing every day. I'm learning new things. And I've been through a lot of life changes this year, and I think it's made me better. I feel like I am a better person, but a different person. And sometimes different can be weird, like awkward because it's new and uncomfortable. Yeah, it definitely can be uncomfortable and pains as well. So all of those things happen in every area of your life, and I'm going through that. But I want to take you guys more on the journey because none of us are perfect, and a lot of times we see all the glitz and glam of being an entrepreneur, but we don't really see that the struggle is real sometimes, that sometimes you don't sleep, and sometimes I'm up working. I still have clients, so I still have different assignments, things that I need to get done and deadlines. So I'm up late working on my stuff, and then I'm working for somebody else during the day, whatever I have to do. But that's the life I chose. I wouldn't have it any other way. And I want to share the journey with you. I just want to be real. Like that's just me. I'm not fake. I'm not gonna sit up here and act a certain way or put on a certain facade or whatever. That's just not me. I'm just gonna be real, and I love her and I give her. And part of my goal is to be able to do that. It's just to be able to show you that you could be real and grind and hustle, or you could change your mind and you could start over again. You could fall down and get back up and still be on top. So I want to share that journey. And so if you're on a journey with me, then welcome. I'm back on it. So we're back on our regularly scheduled program. So there will be more episodes coming out. I have some great content in store for you. And the first episode will come out next Monday, but I had to make sure I come up with a real talk episode. I think I've talked. I hope I share everything with you guys, but I just wanted to kind of jump on. Give me some feedback. Let me know. Leave me a comment. DM me at I am Brandi Taylor. If you're watching on YouTube or wherever you're watching, you can leave a comment right here. But let's connect. Let me know. I am a coach, and I help brands, whether you're a service-based brand or a product-based beauty brand, effectively market themselves for growth. And I've been helping a lot of people grow and expand their brands. And I've helped a lot of people build their brands as well. And I'm a coach and all of those things. And I would love to work with you if that's the show notes, or you can go to my website at iambranditaylor.com. That's iambranditaylor.com. So check out my website. Check out the Business Beauty Network, which is scrolling across the screen, or if you're watching, businessbeautynetwork.com website. Check out the podcast. Make sure that you are subscribed. And if you feel led to, we do have a support button on the website. You can support the website. Any amount is greatly appreciated. we're going to continue to bring content that's going to empower this community while we're growing ourselves. No, none of us are perfect. You know what I'm saying? I'm not to the $1 million status I want to be yet, but I'm getting there, y'all. And I am back at them, and just really, for us going hard on my brand and really building the business and the legacy that I want to leave for my daughter ultimately, right? So that's what I'm working on. And if you're working on it too, or you're already there, hey, let's run together or whatever, or fly together, whatever it is. But that's where I'm at right now. So I hope this was helpful for you in some kind of way, but I just wanted to come with a real talk episode and just have some real talk. So I hope I did just that today. I have quite a busy day today because I'm playing catch up on some things. I'm creating some content, so I'm excited to do that. I'm going to be recording some more video content. So this is actually recorded live, but it's pre-recorded, but I just recorded it and uploaded it for the podcast. So you can watch it, or you may be listening to it on the podcast. But I appreciate your support either way it goes, because if you're listening, it was something that sparked your interest about the Business Beauty Network podcast. And I appreciate any support that's given, whether it's just a share, a like, a comment, or you just listening to the podcast episodes. It is my goal to empower the beauty community and people in general in any way that I can. And just by being myself and being real. I don't, me trying to be something other than myself is very exhausting, and I'm not going to do it anymore. I've done that. I try to do what works for other people, and it doesn't work for me. And I'm just going to do what works for me. I really am. And I've said that before, but yeah, I'm there. I am there. But yeah, so make sure that you have an awesome, awesome day. As always, stay great. Let's connect. But that's all I have for you today. And I am out. Bye.